Hello creator friends, I hope you're well. I thought I would share something different with you in this video. I have here an older sketchbook of mine. This one is from March 2021 to August 2021. And I would like to preface this by saying that my sketchbooks are not refined art. Some pages are quite involved, I would say. But the majority of it is thumbnailing, swatches, jotting down ideas. So I consider my sketchbook as more like being working art journals, let's say. So some of it that you will see might not resonate well with you. You will also probably recognize some of my older videos that I have presented here on this channel. Some thumbnailing of these videos and all that, and I will do my best to keep this as short as possible. I have a very shoddy filming installation right now. I have had problems with my recording equipment, so I need to find another solution. But in the meantime, you're kind of precariously perched on an older tripod, and the phone is held by a binder clip. Anyway, let's begin. I just want to talk about the actual sketchbook per se. This one is by Pierre Belvedere. There is not a lot of mention. Well, here it's called. This is the make Belvedere. I do get it from a local bookstore here, a bookstore that is kind of like a Canadian chain, Indigo. If you're in Canada, you can get this shipped to you. I don't think they ship internationally. The reason why I love this book in particular is because the paper inside is cotton paper. It's smooth, thick enough to be able to use watercolor. It is not watercolor paper, but I do happen to enjoy the way the watercolor reacts to it in a sketching capacity. It just resonates with the style that I like to sketch in. All that being said, it is not specifically for watercolor, so I thought I should mention that. But it is good with acrylic paint, gouache, pencils, color pencils, obviously, so all other mediums. Just not alcohol markers. It's not the best for that. So I do like to incorporate nice lettering or identify what I have drawn, and this is obviously watercolor. None of these pages are related, and you'll see that some of them are a mishmash of a lot of things. But hopefully you can see properly from this height. And if you want to pause and, check out what I have written, feel free. I have nothing to hide really. So these are just like thumbnails of things that either I practice or I want to turn into a process video. On here you can see, I don't know if you can see it, some of those lines were made with gold paint. I think you can kind of see it at the beginning, at the bottom here. So again, things unrelated, different styles on one page, because you do know that I'm the queen of flip-flopping. I used to hate it, but now I'm proud of it. So there we go. Florals again. I think I have done a YouTube video with this thumbnail. Actually, I'm pretty sure because it's written here. So if you want to go back and watch this, it was published on the 14th of March 2021. And just some practice, again, with different styles. A bunch of doodles. That's what it is. Just blobbing and then doodling over these blobs. A mishmash of everything. Now, this style of doodling I really enjoyed for a while, and then I just got fed up with it because to me it just looks too structural. But I really did enjoy that time. It lasted about a couple of weeks. But some of these are quite fun. So the idea behind this was using like a lot of lines. It was very abstract, and then patterning and adding some colors. Again, more of these. Some, as you can see, are not as good as others, but I quite enjoyed that one. This is probably my favorite page. That's why I have it marked here, but I really enjoy these. They're fun. There's some color pencils that I used to add the color on these 3 here. That's another fun page. And this was painted with watercolor. I like this guy. It looks like a horse with a head on its head. An egg with a head on its head. With an egg on its head. I'm doing this late at night, actually. I hope the sound is okay. The mic is not in its usual place, so here's another. Sometimes what I do is if I'm painting on a different piece of paper, but it's not really art that I want to present or anything, I'll glue it down in my book. And that was the case here. More of these. Some fantastical landscapes. There's some kind of a mouse in between 2 landscapes. They make me laugh and they're fun. This was just a pen and marker test. That was also filmed for YouTube. This is a page I never got to finish. Basically, it was a palette cleanup, and I was trying to find some things to doodle. Like this spot is kind of done, but the rest is unfinished. I just lost the inspiration for it. More of these doodles. I really like these as well. Actually, they're quite nice. I really like these. It was fun to find the patterns to draw inside those shapes. It looks like a house. Very cute. And we're going to a different style here. I quite like this little painting. I think I used a reference for this, but I can't remember where I got the reference. Probably on Pinterest. It was a photo of a homestead somewhere in the world. This page started with this. This I do when I don't know what to do, but I do want to get my sketching in. And so I like to do, you know, either watercolor swatches or just like blocking exercises. And then eventually it turns into me painting something more recognizable. I do like this as well. I like doing these houses. Oh, more doodles. Okay, we're back to that. So we were at the beginning of April at that stage. But I think I was kind of starting to lose the inspiration for these. These were just testings for landscapes, also more like finding the right colorway. I was experimenting with different color schemes that I don't usually use. And here are some more exercises for the landscapes that I did on separate pieces of paper. There's another one here. So as you can see, there's like a good variety of things in here. Meh. This is meh. Again, one of those days when I didn't feel like sketching, but I pushed myself to do so. And all of these, whether I like them or not, still contribute to where I am today, I believe. This was the start of a series of florals that I presented to you here on YouTube mid-April, I think. I think they were called Simple and Elegant Florals or something like that. So that was the beginning of the series. I very rarely do a painting right off the bat without having sketched either a thumbnail or color practice and whatnot in my sketchbook. I hope you can see the pencil sketches. I'm not sure if you can. If not, I apologize, but This is the best I can do. I'm not sure what that tea cozy word has anything to do with what's going on. I have very detailed patterning right here. And this big one, I guess I just wanted to write something and just have fun with letters. This is when I tested Posca paint pens that I had bought. And this was also a new set of Isumi watercolors, the Japanese color sets by Boku Undo, I think. I really like these colors, and they work especially well on that paper for some reason. Now this one is fun. This is one of my most polished pieces in the book. You can't really see. There's gold everywhere. Let me just try and turn this on. You can see the gold outlined here, and I have also cobalt green mixed with royal gold in the paint here. It was a fun doodle. I really like it. I'm gonna turn this off. More doodles. Oh, I call them sprudels, and I think my daughter had coined that that word because it was during the springtime and I was doing some doodling, so she called them sprudels. That was when I had my studio in Montreal, in Verdun. It seems like so long ago. More doodles. A thumbnail for like a practice for a video. I do believe this was on Patreon, if I'm not mistaken. There is more gold here. Whoops. This is all over the place. I hope it won't be too bad for you to watch. Here, if I turn the page like this, you can see the gold. So a patchwork in the background, and then some florals outlined with gold. Oh, here's a perfect example of having a sheet of paper. And this was probably when I was either on a Zoom call or talking to someone on the phone or whatever. Just grab a piece of paper and start sketching or painting. They're not related, but they're fun. I think these are probably more valuable than anything else that I have in my book, just because of the variety or the circumstances in which they were done. Again, experimenting with more colors and landscapes. I quite like this. Little house. Again, different style of doodling. I like the color combination on here. It's kind of like, I think I used Jaune Brilliant #1 and, oh, what's that blue called? Like a denim blue, I can't remember the name. Blue Appetite Genuine. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, this one is nice. I'm going to try and show you up close. This is color pencils. I really like it. Again, more color experiments. Oh, this was fun. This turned out to be a painting. I do like that color combination. Butter better. Sometimes, oh, butter is better. Sometimes I have to remind myself that I go local sometimes when I don't know what to sketch. So this was a good example. It's a lot of colors. Again, testing colors, drawing a little bit. Thumbnailing, placement of florals. vases and florals. This is watercolor as well. This was a good drawing session. I remember it. Sometimes I like to get into a lot of details. I think this was inspired by a book I have on Ernst Haeckel. Is it Ernst Haeckel? Yeah, I think. Who was a biologist slash artist. I was trying to, not trying to imitate, but be inspired by his drawings. I was doing a lot of florals in that year. This was the inspiration piece for the video I posted on either May 30th or May 27, 2021. I'm not sure. But yeah, fun colors. A bit of collage. This was a color pencil, if I am not mistaken. Yep, just a bunch of florals from my own imagination, just going wild. Floral doodles, a bit of, I do believe this was a gold pen, a gold marker, like a gel pen. It's fun to revisit. It's fun for me. I don't know if it'll be fun for you, but yeah. Draw out loud. Okay. Those are fun to make. They might not be appealing to everybody, but to me, all these are valuable information. And this is what I mean by a working journal. Either I note the supplies that I take and I try different things. I experiment with the color palette, but I always leave notes. That was the cover for one of my pocket doodler that I used to sell a few years ago. Little booklets that I was putting together with this fun paper. I love this paper. Unfortunately, I can't get my hands on this paper anymore. It's not being manufactured. But yeah, somehow it ripped off, I think, from the book. And I just decided to glue it on there. That is the thumbnail. I don't know if you can see it well. Let me just pull it up here. So if you can see that thumbnail, this is a very small rendition of that painting I did, which was quite popular. And my friend Jeej made me a gnome, a CC artist gnome, and she miniaturized this painting from a photo that she found on my website and framed it and put it against the my gnome. It was quite funny. She really liked this painting, I guess. All right. Push this. Sorry, I have the leg of my tripod, so I'm limited. That was a color palette that to this day I still use sometimes. It was the Floral Series color palette. Simplify the process. Notes to myself and things that I don't want to forget. Not sure what these are, but I think I did use a reference, yeah, on Pinterest. So these are kind of like, they're like fuzzy shells, and when they open, they let out these hairs, I guess you can call them. They're quite interesting. I probably, oh, here it is. Weeping Eucalyptus Silver Princess, that's what they're called. I thought they were fascinating, so I was just doodling about them. I like this too. This is a eucalyptus seed pod, so I guess that's a different view or a different kind of eucalyptus pod. And again, like trying to simplify the process, also trying to stylize what I'm seeing on the reference. little thumbnails of florals that I wanted to include with that vase. Structures, because why not? That's a photo from Shinjuku in Tokyo, Japan. Neon signs, fascinated with those. I wrote here, recreating a simple version of an art journal page. Okay. Some of those things that I drew, I don't remember ever drawing them, which is a bit scary, but I've done so many. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 of these thick sketchbook finished, plus other sketchbooks. I have done a lot of sketching in my life, I guess. More florals. Sampling colored lead that was given to me. This started on a separate piece of paper, and I just extended it onto the page. I don't know why. Gold brush pen, silver brush pen. I like this colorway. Not my usual, but fun. Oh, I like this page. I'm going to show you from up close. Just little vignettes, but I do like the way, I hope this is clear. Oh gosh. I like the way this was colored. So it's Caran d'Ache Luminance in the Payne's gray color, but it all started with blobs of paint, watercolor. Geometric shapes in between. My onion flower that my friend Patty likes. I like this too. That's indigo color pencil. I think I love sketching the most. Over and above everything that I've ever done that's artistic, I think sketching is probably my love. And color pencils. And then comes watercolor. Lazy Daisy. That was a good thing. That was a fun experiment to keep the flower white. I just painted around it. Lazy Daisy Part 2. So trying all different scenarios and styles. Weird landscapes. Washi tape. I know I wrote notes, but I don't want to take the time to read them. Otherwise, we'll be here until tomorrow morning. Different rendition of my onion flower, what I call it. I'm still learning. That's a quote from Michelangelo. Michelangelo. Michelangelo? How do you pronounce it? Michelangelo, I think. I like this one. I do like these two. Proteus, the national flower of South Africa. It's a fun flower to draw, and I was trying to simplify the process. And then we switch to neon color pencils. Hydrangea, one of my favorite flowers. Different kind of hydrangea. This was a photo I took at Gigi's daughter's place, and I like the intricacy of each of these bunches of flowers, so I quickly sketched it and also did a few renditions, trying to simplify them. This is done on a separate piece of paper. Sometimes, like this page to me is not necessarily cohesive, but I do like the color scheme, and I like each and every individual vignettes. It's probably my favorite style of sketching. Like the pages that I've done in that style in this sketchbook are my favorites. Again, using the same colors, patterning. Yeah, fun. More. This is done with the lavender color lead pencil, so it's hard to see. That was something I presented on Patreon. I painted a washi tape. So this is not washi tape. This is my version of a painted, or it's a painting of a washi tape. This is entirely done with color pencils. I don't think I have sketched previously. And I like the softness of that page. And I like the color combination. These are not colors that I'm used to using, but I like them. Not sure why I did that. Oh yeah, that's the day I incorporated my company. That's why I did it. July 9, 2021. Some fall sketches, and I do believe this is the last page. Yep, that's it. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Let me know what you think. If you want to see my other sketchbooks, let me know if you're interested. I certainly enjoy looking through them, especially if it's been like a few years. My very first sketchbook dates back from 2014, I believe. That's when I started using a sketchbook to practice. But anywho, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. You know I always like to hear from you. And I will catch you next week. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.